Steady now.
Putting for a par here.
Job done. Let's head to the next. Matt Kuchar is atop of the leaderboard with a one-stroke lead. The sixth hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Tu recommences les lives.
Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
Yeah, Wynn took that one offline in a hurry.
Sitting at 1 under in a share of second spot. Wow, that almost just went in the hole. Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Putting for a bogey.
Well done.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
Oh, a messy little lie in the bunker, but that is not a problem for this player. Yes, in the hole.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
This is down breeze, so it's going to be tough to stop it on this green. Yep, this is lovely.
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
Ooh, that almost went down. And this will be a great par putt if he can make this. Just missed.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
And that putt is hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Matt Kuchar currently leading the field. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose-your-own-adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down. Nicely done.
From around 120 yards here.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
Ooh, back there, horsey. That's a good-looking shot there. Good chance to move to even par if they can make this putt.
This putt to tie Colin Morikawa.
That's the right pace. This should drop. Always good to lead the bounce back category. That's a good stat. I will take that and a spot in the top 10 to boot.
Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play. Pretty good shot there.
Second shot here on the 9th.
Getting ready to play their third.
Just 2 shots behind.
Did that look good for a long time? A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
This is what they have left for par.
It's on a good line.
That gets the job done.
So, Rich, give us a halftime report.
1 back, 9 to go, Luke. This is getting interesting.
One of the most often discussed holes in all of golf is the par 4 10th here at Riviera Ridge. There's so much strategy.
It's either driver or 3-wood for every player in this field, but you better be good with distance because this green is very narrow. That's just not going to work for him.
Even for the day in a share of 7th. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice?
Ooh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
And a par putt awaits him.
In she goes. Let's head to the next.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
That is simply brilliant. What a shot. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. Matt Kuchar finds himself with a 1-shot advantage over the field. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
So I might need to set. A big, bold play, and it almost paid off. Close to the surface. Let's see if they can get it up and down.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
How close was that to going down? Oh, that's a poor lie.
Will he be able to get out of here?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
Wow, that's right out of the Gary Player highlight reel.
A chance to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make.
This one started out on a good line. Nicely hauled. And for par. I will take that also into the top 5 now. He's in a share of 5th position. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
Just a little off with the accuracy there. Unable to find the green.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. 4 feet to the cup.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently in 5th place.
Wow, what a save.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Colin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Colin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future.
A chance now from the bunker for an up and down. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. So no movement there. The player remains at even par. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hopping right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Well, that's an impressive little chip.
judging it beautifully.
This is a par putt. Okay, let's head to the next. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4, although if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Well, a little off the target with that one.
Yeah, story of the day for this player is just missed too many greens. You can't afford to do that.
Colin Morikawa setting up his shot.
And back to the course with the live action. And here we are with the third shot. Only 2 shots off the pace. To 1 under par. And it's time to recap that play.
I'm glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
Just 1 off the lead after that hole.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
The 16th at Riviera, Rich, is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
They need to get up and down from here. Just 1 stroke off the lead.
Nothing like a little pressure late in the day.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
Nice looking line. I like their courage to be able to get that to go down and save the hole.
In trouble off the tee in that fairway bunker with that putt, saves the par. Well done.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
That one's heading down Broadway. This one might just sneak off the fairway. Sitting at 1 under the card. Currently tied for 3rd. Playing their 4th shot. 1 stroke off the lead. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
Great touch.
He's in a share of 3rd place. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome looking second.
No, that's not the shot they wanted.
Well, they need to stick this close. A birdie would tie them for the lead and force a playoff.
That got caught up in a few of the branches. sitting at -1, currently tied for third position. Didn't that look good for a long time? And this putters for a final score of 70. And that'll wrap things up for him here at this tournament. And Henny, no win for this player in the tournament proper, but they did set the goal of taking down Colin Morikawa, and they accomplished it.
Luke, it was an incredibly bold call from this player to challenge Colin Morikawa and beat him. They'll be buzzing with excitement and that much more determined to excel in their next event for sure.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.